Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wilhelm Startin. Sorry that we're starting a little bit late, but well, it's been a bit of a day. I had to do some chores, and I don't know if you can hear her in the back. Oh, good evening, Builder. I don't know if y'all can hear her in the background, but one of the dogs is being ugly, so we have her put up for the time being until she calms down. I'm sure you can guess which one. Anyway, how are you doing tonight, Builder? Just adjusting the band on my headset. You're well? Oh, well, that's good to hear. Oh yeah, episode 8 was crazy. No spoilers here. Keep that to DMs. But oh yeah. Oh boy. Those poor kids have been through some shit. Like even when the plot lets up, it does not let up. Like wow. Yeah. Like wow, that got really dark. But anyway. Let's see here. Alright. Also, I'm going to be doing Stream Manager from my phone until the laptop's done booting up. That said, I'm also going to be consulting a guide. So, hey, get down, cat. Get down. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, kitty. Sweet kitty. Let's see here. Because, of course, I'm consulting a guide because, hello. Oh, I totally agree. She's about to undergo some sort of transformation. She's becoming. So it's going to be interesting to see what that is. Again, I'm trying to be intentionally vague to avoid spoiling things for anyone who hasn't seen the episode. That said, for those of you that have a Crunchyroll subscription, go watch Ruby. Like, I know it's a slow burn. I know it is a slow burn. I mean, seriously, it took 3 whole seasons. It took until the season 3 finale to pay off what seemed like the most inconsequential line from season 1, episode 1. That's how much of a slow burn this thing can be. We didn't even, and heck, they mentioned Ruby and Yang's Uncle Crow as early as episode 1, but we don't see him until season 3. Sometimes payoff takes a while, and that's okay. But let's see here. 4G social link guide. Excuse me. Woof. Oh wait, I think I have a calendar guide on my old phone. Sorry, this has taken a while, everybody. It's been a while since I streamed this one. Also, Builder, are there any classic games compilations you're excited for? Let's see. Works. because oh well, you've got for starters, Sonic Origins is getting a Plus DLC in June, and in about 9 days, the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection is getting a PlayStation and Switch port, and in just 4 days is the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. That one in particular, I am very excited for. Let's see here. SMT, Persona. Games. 4. There we go. Golden Guide. Let's see here. Alright, what day is it? It is April 15th. Let's see here. Scrolling. Oh! That was worried. I was worried for nothing. Good. Okay, we're good to go. Let's keep that like that. Good. All right. So it's evening, which means we've already had that dialogue. Probably just need to go to bed. It's raining tonight. Well, the thing is, Ruby's been on Crunchyroll for a while, ever since about the same time that Verve dropped Rooster Teeth. But Rooster Teeth also wanted for I wouldn't be surprised if it's backroom corporate shenanigans by Warner Bros. Discovery, because let's be honest, basically, Verve subscribers, well, the thing is that Verve is now going away, and they probably knew that somewhat ahead of time, so they just basically put it on Crunchyroll as well as Rooster Teeth first. I mean, I think I don't have Rooster Teeth first, so I wouldn't know for sure, but the amount of maneuvering that they had to do to make the transition as seamless as possible, it seems like there was some degree of planning to ensure that Verve subscribers would still have access to it, to Ruby in particular, because, quite frankly, Verve also included Crunchyroll. So that way, they might have lost, say, they might have lost a lot of the stuff that was exclusive to Rooster Teeth first, but a lot of other stuff, including Ruby, and I believe Red vs. Blue also got added to Crunchyroll specifically so that Verve subscribers could just keep watching them. So it left one part of the service and was added to another just so that subscribers would retain access. But also, well, part of its, I hate to say gimmick, but for lack of a better word, is its anime-esque aesthetic. So it only makes sense that it would be on the same service as other such entertainment. Does someone appear on the TV?
In other Inaba-related news, meteorologists are predicting heavy fog throughout the year.
Yay. Well, as long as we don't see a bunch of faceless, over-sexualized nurses and a dude with a big fucking sword and a fucking polygon for a head, we should be fine.
The region has seen an abnormal amount of fog over the past few years, and the cause of the climate change is unknown.
I'll give y'all a moment to process that reference.
Whatever the reason, residents of the Inaba area should be extra careful. Our broadcast tonight was extended to bring you up-to-date news on the incident in Inaba. The time is now midnight.
Okay, so for the 5 people that didn't get that, reference, Silent Hill 2. Seems that the conditions are met, you can see it as many times as you want. Ah, as it was meant to... Huh. That's interesting. That's probably promotional then. Also, funny that we're talking about Ruby while I'm streaming a game that crosses over with Ruby because of BlazBlue. I actually have BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, so maybe I'll stream that for Free Slot Friday someday. Of course, this is the DualShock 4 that came with my PS4. And they're both kind of on their way out, so... Honestly, I'd like to see a follow-up to BB Tag that has... that has the Phantom Thieves. That'd be sweet. But what's really cool is the palette swaps that the investigation team, or I should say Seekers of Truth now, get are intentional references to the Phantom Thieves, and that's awesome. Looks like she's wearing a kimono. The image is so out of focus that you can't tell who it is. What would happen if you touched the image on the Midnight Channel? Would you be able to touch the person on screen? The image disappeared. You should speak to Yosuke and the others about this tomorrow. You decided to go to bed for tonight. That fucking piano chord, though. Damn. Oh, hey Igor. Hey Margaret.
Welcome. Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
Okay, cool, cool. Now where's the shoehorn? You're fast asleep in the real world.
I have summoned you within your dreams.
Okay, if I turn around, is Freddy Krueger gonna be there? I fucking hope not. That'd be a very bad way for this to end.
And so we meet again.
This is a space that only those who have, in one way or another, entered into a contract may enter.
Well, I mean, considering that in this day and age, you can't play these fuckers without signing a contract. Chances are good. That's correct. Oh, I absolutely agree. Ruby does... Okay, yeah, Ruby lives and dies by how he's monetized. Yep. Shouldn't watch it via any means other than the official way. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons why... That's actually one of the reasons why they stopped posting new episodes to YouTube a week after the subscription version. It makes sense from a financial standpoint. They still need to make a return. Like, again, Rooster Teeth is owned by Warner Brothers Discovery. That means that there has to be a return on that investment. They're playing by corpo rules now. So but anyway. But to be fair, there's a whole bunch of other stuff you can also watch on Crunchyroll, including the dub of Persona 5 the animation. Sadly, they don't seem to have the dub of either of the other Persona anime. The 3 movies didn't get a dub, so that they're giving people who don't or can't. Yeah. I agree. I agree that that's kind of bull. If anything, that's what the preview should be for. But again, like, this is one of those, I know why they do it, but I agree that it stinks situations. Where it makes financial sense for them to do it that way, but it still feels unethical, specifically because it's breaking series tradition. They always, up until recently, they always posted the new episode a week after it was available. It was made available to subscribers. Always, 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 always. But then they stopped doing that specifically because, again, they're owned by a major multimedia corporation now. They can't, like, WBD is not going to let them do that anymore. They're just not going to let them. And if they go against them, and they do it anyway, the show's going to get canceled. I guarantee you that is exactly what would happen if they were to go behind WBD's backs and post it anyway. The fact is that when they got bought out by Warner Brothers, because you still respect the rule for the most part. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's either that or watching the episode in bits and pieces on YouTube, which the legality of which seems like a bit of a fucking gray area, honestly.
In your daily life, you subconsciously heard the call to awaken, and you chose to follow the destiny of your inner voice.
Well, I say that it's a gray area. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's flat out illegal. But again, this is one of those cases where, again, I understand why, but it stinks. So, my recommendation would be, for those who have the income to support a Crunchyroll subscription, do so. I think it's like $7 a month, which, I mean, my unemployed ass wouldn't be able to afford if I didn't have Mother Dearest footing the bill. No, seriously, my mother deals with a lot of shit, so. Agreed. Oh, I absolutely... actually, HBO Max does have a Crunchyroll collection tab. So... So I'm gonna look into that. But, you know, I use Crunchyroll for a lot of the stuff that's not available in that tab. So, for example, Dragon Ball Super, which I'm like, when the heck are they going to put the dub on Crunchyroll? They advertised that they were migrating Funimation stuff there. But yeah, exactly. But I think part of it comes down to curation. They basically are picking and choosing.
Thereby enacting your glorious awakening to your power.
Hold on to this.
Hi, Velvet Key. Thank you.
From this night forth, you are our guest in this velvet room.
That reminds me, for those of you that are thinking, but wait, Velvet's not blue, it's red. And technically you're wrong. Like, yes, it's usually red, but only most commonly. It's only usually red. It does come in other colors.
Your destiny will require you to hone your power. And for that, you will inevitably require our help.
Kitty wanting loving. Hi, Nia, baby. Kitty.
There is but one price for this assistance. You must abide by your contract and assume responsibility for all decisions you may make.
Yep. That said, what is the trial duration? I forget. Oh, kitty.
Very well. The persona you have acquired. It is a side of you that shows
14
itself
days.
when you face the world around you.
Then I would recommend starting that this following Sunday. That way you'll have enough time to watch the episode that came out just prior, and you'll still have a day left after the finale drops, which will also give you the chance to binge the entire season.
Perhaps you can think of it as a facade of determination you wear to face various difficulties in life. Your persona ability, however,
that works.
is that of the wild card. Compared to that of others, it is very special. It is like the number 0, empty, yet holding infinite potential within itself. The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop.
Social links are necessary for more than strengthening your persona. At times, they will help light the way to the truth you're searching for.
Where will your awakened power of the wild card take you? I look forward to traveling the road of your destiny together.
Cryptic motherfucker.
Till we meet again.
Yeah, I just checked, and no, it's Ruby is not on HBO Max, which is a damn shame. Oh well. Crazy cat. But yeah, I've heard good things about Owl House. Also, given what I've gathered of your background, part of me wants to assume the answer is no, but just in case, have you do you have any interest in the likes of Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss? I forget if we've discussed that here.
You saw what was on last night, right? I couldn't tell who it was, but if someone's shown up on TV, we can't ignore it. Let's go check it out after school. Maybe Teddy can tell us something.
Cool, cool. Also, Yosuke, wear a cup. Just saying.
Turns out someone was thrown in again. There really might be a culprit behind all this. Even if it is something about that place that's killing the victims, if someone's using that world as a weapon, that's unforgivable.
Agreed.
We need to find the culprit, no matter what it takes.
Honestly, for me, the IMP gang have only continued to grow on me. Like, okay, so, mild spoilers, but, from the moment they introduced Stolas' daughter, Octavia, my immediate thought was, okay, this seems like someone that could benefit from that Luna could benefit from having as a little sister, and that could benefit from having her as a big sister. And then in one of the more recent episodes, we finally get to see the two interact. And, oh, the vindication is just so cathartic.
There's There's no way the police can do it. Who'd believe that the murderer kills people by throwing them into the TV?
Oh yeah, if we were to go around telling the cops that, they'd throw us into a fucking straitjacket and a padded cell. Jeez. Yep, we made a promise.
A promise is a promise.
And you never make a promise you can't keep. Ever.
You know, I tried sticking my head in the TV last night the way you did, and it actually worked.
I've had to do that from time to time, and it hurt. It hurt making a promise that I knew not only I couldn't keep, but that I shouldn't keep. That I only made because I didn't want to upset the other person, even though they were absolutely in the wrong. That they were absolutely wrong to ask me to make that promise.
I think I can do that now because I have the same power.
Mm-hmm.
Persona, wasn't it? Could be that we got this gift from someone specifically so we could solve the case. Then again, you managed to go inside the TV and get your persona first. I feel like as long as you're with me, I can find the culprit and crack this case. Well, let's do our best.
Yep. Even with so much mystery swirling around, Yosuke is trying his hardest to move on. You sense a faint stirring of friendship between you and Yosuke. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Magician Arcana. Nice. As you form a bond with Yosuke, you feel the power in your heart strengthening. You recall Igor's words.
The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good question. So, spoilers for Persona 5, though we will eventually stream the first 2 semesters of Royal here. Not the third, not until I have a PC, because Atlus conveniently decided not to let us stream the 3rd semester. But, well, let's see. And also, trigger warning for people. Kamoshida was not only physically abusive to members of the volleyball team, but sexually abusive toward the female members of the team. Which, well, here's the thing. I'm one of those people that's generally of the opinion that rape is a special kind of evil. I say generally because if Mike Tyson is any indication, even a rapist can turn their life around and, at the very least, become a good person. Keyword being become. Because, again, that's what Mike Tyson was in prison for before he got out and bit his opponent's ear. But all of these, but decades later, he seems like a pleasant guy. Meaning that he got his shit together. He made peace with whatever demons had led him down that horrible path, that had led him to do such horrible things. And again, near as I can tell, became decent. But yeah, Kamoshida is an extra special kind of scumbag because he's a teacher. His is a position that by its very nature, he has been entrusted with the safety of children. And he has sexually harassed, if not outright assaulted, children. Again, that makes Kamoshida a special kind of scumbag. I'm just gonna pop this over the home screen. But yeah, it makes him a special kind of scumbag. Then you have Madarame. a plagiarist that stole his own students' work and presented it as his own. These were aspiring young artists, at least one of which was driven to suicide because of Madarami's theft of their work. Because he basically had his own students blackballed by the entire art world to keep them quiet. That's horrible. These are people that came to you for guidance, that came to you to make something of themselves, and you just straight up treated them like they were nothing but a commodity for your own personal gain. Horrible. Then you have Kaneshiro. Oh boy. Now, here's the thing. Okay, so to be fair, he's got a bit of a fucking sob story for his backstory. Basically, he grew up dirt poor. And I mean dirt poor. It does not justify his actions in the slightest. But when you consider the level of things that he does, just mostly blackmail and the like, though his crimes do stretch pretty far, they are comparatively, how do I put this? Not lesser per se, but they are certainly less, they are at least marginally less damning than Kamoshida's. Then you have Okumura. I have a bit of a sore spot for bosses that abuse their workers. So the fact that Okumura had political ambitions, let's just say he deserved to crash and burn. He deserved to crash and burn and have to wallow in the wreckage of his own life. And then you have Shido. Yep, there's the absolute worst. There's the absolute worst of the lot. No, seriously, like, oh my god. Shido is an absolute monster. Here's the thing. Up until the point that you learn all of the things that Shido has done, up until that point, Kamoshida seemed like the worst. But when you get to Shido, oh, there's no question. There's no question. He is the absolute most morally reprehensible. Like, I already have difficulty trusting politicians for a number of reasons. But when they do that kind of shit behind closed doors, the kind of shit that we find out Shido has done, oh, fuck. Now, obviously, this is all in the pretense that we're talking about each of them pre-Phantom Thieves. After you steal their hearts and you break the distortions that were unnaturally warping them, because that's what's led on, that they were unnaturally warped simply due to their own corrupted desires. The moment those distortions are broken, they're immediately struck by a hard case of my god, what have I done? With Kamoshida even openly contemplating suicide. Holy shit. But with An, of all people, talking him into atoning. Because, yeah, when you've done horrible things, you should have to atone. If you actually feel for what you've done, you should at least make the effort to make amends. No matter how hard and how grueling the road is. Sorry, this got awfully heavy for a Persona 4 stream. So, but yeah, I hope that thoroughly answers your question, Builder.
As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
Social links. Is this the bond with Yosuke, what Igor was talking about? You have established the Yosuke Hanamura social link of the Magician Arcana. So, Builder, I will say this much about their use of tarot. It's kind of funny when you consider that tarot were originally just playing cards. They were just playing cards when they were first invented. Not unlike Hanafuda. In fact, tarot cards were the original basis of your modern playing cards. Like your typical bicycle brand. Yeah. In fact, the old Joker card was originally the Fool. So, which Persona 5 main persona is your favorite? Honestly, gotta be Arsene. Especially considering that... Oh, sorry. I was only trying to talk about the historical aspect of it, that's all. But as far as Persona 5 initial personas are concerned, oh yeah, gotta be Arsene. Especially considering he is directly inspired by the OG Phantom Thief, Arsène Lupin. Like, this guy would get in, steal your shit, and get out, and leave a fucking calling card, and that would be the only indication, besides the fact that your shit was missing, that he was ever there in the first place. There'd be no indication of how he got in, no indication of how he got out, and he only ever went after criminals that were worse than himself. He'd only ever, and he would do it to help, to aid law-abiding citizens. He would only do it specifically when someone had gotten fucked over. That's awesome. That, to me, makes him a quintessential example of a picaresque hero, a roguish hero. Someone that, not an anti-hero, a roguish hero. Someone that is ultimately doing things for the greater good, and in a way that is ultimately harmless to the innocent. That someone that goes out of their way to avoid collateral damage. That's awesome. That said, the inspirations for each of the other initial personas are pretty cool. For example, Captain Kidd was not actually a pirate. He was a privateer. He was essentially defamed and wrongfully executed. Your ally may help someone who is knocked down and get back on their feet. Nice. Huh. Oh boy.
Chie!
Hey, best girl.
About yesterday? We're sorry we worried you.
And just like that, I have probably started a waifu war in the comment section of the VOD. Bring it! All of your hate, bring it! But in all seriousness, keep it civil. I'd hate to have to ban someone from my comments section. God knows I've done that enough for... God knows I've done that enough for one lifetime. Your idea for Ren and a crossover? I don't believe you have. Oh yeah, I've always been interested in that idea of a persona protagonist being separated from the party and essentially inheriting their personas during that adventure. That, the concept of that has always interested me.
Never mind that. Is Yukiko still not here?
Huh? Yukiko-san?
Oh, absolutely.
No. At least I haven't seen her today.
Plus, we know that Ren is extremely perceptive, so he could realistically figure out how to ride her. And I know the comment section's going to take that phrase out of context. Bite me. But, like, he's observant enough. He's probably noticed. Oh, that's actually a good question. That's actually okay. Yeah, who would win that race? Well, we don't know what the limitations on either is, but given that Johanna is a persona and thus essentially a cognitive being, I'm pretty sure willpower is going to be a factor. Meanwhile, Bumblebee is just a sweet-looking bike, and that's it. I would imagine that it's somewhat powered by dust, but that's still going to have a limit. Exactly, nuclear power. So, for all we know, Ren could essentially use that directly under Johanna's wheels to give himself a slight boost. We've seen in Persona 5 Strikers, we have seen Makoto use a boost. So, and there doesn't seem to be a hard limit on how often she can do that. So,
Oh man, what should I do? Hey, is that stuff you were talking about for real?
of course, I'm more interested in seeing him use Necronomicon and a few others to fly. And also, if you've ever seen what's under Milady's dress, oh fuck, she be packing heat. Damn. I think Ryuji's reaction was pretty fucking good, and mad props to Max Middleman for his delivery. Just seriously, that outer layer of the dress slides open, reveals a bunch of freaking rockets and Gatling guns, and he's just like, jeez. We'll get there. We will get there, and it will be awesome.
No. All that about how people showing up on the Midnight Channel is related to that other world.
Like, don't get me wrong, the initial personas in 3 and 4, never mind the original trilogy, 1 and the 2 duology, those are another matter. Although I will say, Apollo looks Apollo and Artemis do look neat. I will admit that. But Persona 5's initial personas are an extra special kind of... Well, pretty much everything about Persona 5 is stylish as hell. It's one of the reasons why it's on so many... It's at the top of so many best JRPGs ever lists. I wouldn't say it's the best JRPG ever, because let's be honest, that's some pretty freaking rough competition. Like, wow.
Oh, we were just talking about that. We're thinking of checking it out later.
I mean, because we're talking about a category that, oh, by the way, also includes Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Yeah. Which idea entirely of? Oh yeah. I remember that, and I think I even pitched my idea for one team in particular. That being, I believe it was Aloy, Master Chief, Link, specifically plucked from the immediate aftermath of Breath of the Wild, and Sonic. And my idea in particular was that basically at first they can't. At first, the others can't take Sonic seriously because, well, he's an impulsive 15-year-old at the end of the day. But yeah, you said that and yeah, Ren would be a good substitute, especially since he's not entirely a silent protag, so you could easily take that slot instead. Meanwhile, Link would absolutely still be the silent protagonist. Well, at this point, fucking tetragonist, I guess? Whatever. Of course, you know, Aloy would be the fucking brains of the operation, preferably plucked from just after the events of Forbidden West. But, you know, we'll see how Burning Shores goes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, and of course, you know, Chief being, well, I'd like to say no nonsense, except, you know, we've also seen him get just a little bit snippy. Not a whole lot. I haven't played any Red Dead, but like we've seen Chief get a little bit snippy from time to time. Like, for example, when he and the Arbiter were in the clutches of the Gravemind, and you know, he just said, "I get the feeling we don't want to piss this thing off." Yeah. So.
The person on TV yesterday? I think it was Yukiko.
Oh boy, here we
The
go.
kimono looked like the one she wears at the inn, and she wore it during that interview a few days ago, too. I got worried, so I emailed her last night, but she hasn't responded.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the real question is, would that be just Link or Link with Midna, and specifically taken from what point in the timeline? Because I think the most ideal point would be just before their final confrontation with Ganondorf. When Midna is when both of them actually are at just Link. Oh, that's gonna be a little tricky then, because like you could make it so that he's still able to use that Twilight Shard. Regardless.
I called her earlier in the evening, though, and she said she'd be at school today.
In fact, you could actually make him reuniting with Midna be his main motivation.
Calm down. We get the picture. And you still haven't heard from her?
That said, that also does seem like a pretty great scenario for what you were talking about earlier with, you know, Joker getting isekai'd with all of his friends' personas. It would be interesting to see how efficiently he uses each one, and for that matter, like how much of a learning curve he has. Either way, you know that it's going to be snazzy as hell.
No.
Like, we're talking about a character whose defining trait is pure panty-dropping charisma and swagger. Like, I know that phrasing sounds but, I mean, seriously, this guy just... Yeah, it's no wonder why the worst he gets away with, if you take the harem route, is an ass beating. Like, seriously, if you actually do that, dude got off easy. Dude got off fucking easy. Some of the information you gained in that other world for Chie.
What's that supposed to mean? Wait, are you saying Yukiko was thrown in there?
We don't know yet for sure. We should check to see if she's safe first. give her another call.
All right. See you in a bit.
No good. Her voicemail picked up.
Uh-oh. That don't sound good.
She's not answering.
Are you serious? Then is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Stop it. Something must have come up, like an errand or something. Oh, or she might be helping at the inn. She wouldn't be able to answer herself if that's it.
Yeah, but would she skip school for that?
Well, I'll give the inn a call. I've got the number here somewhere. Come on, Yukiko. Pick up. Oh, is this Yukiko? Thank God she's
Oh,
there.
boy. Oof. Oh, that was worrisome.
I see. Nah, it was nothing. I'll email you again later. She was over at the inn.
Well, that's a relief.
She said they had a big group reservation and she had to help out.
I need to restart Opera GX to update, but so Stream Manager's going to drop out for a moment.
Yeah. Now
Or
that I
not.
think
No, it's
about
right
it,
here.
this
Good.
has happened before too. At least once a year. She said she'll be at the inn tomorrow too. For crying out loud, Yosuke, you got me worried over nothing.
Hey, back off!
She was totally fine.
We had every reason to be afraid. We had every reason to worry. Shut up.
And you were all, is Yukiko-san inside that place?
That said, the fact that it looked just like her, oh boy,
Sorry,
it doesn't mean she's in the clear yet.
but there is a reason we thought that.
And how?
Oh yeah? What?
Well, we thought people show up on the Midnight Channel because they're already over in that world. I mean, it makes sense, right? People show up on TV because they're inside the TV. But Yukiko-san's still here in our world. We might want to see what this is about. All right, let's meet up at Junes after school.
You explained to Chie in detail again about what happened last night.
Okay, I think that's more than enough about my sorry escapades.
Huh?
If I hadn't seen the place firsthand, I'd never have believed a story like that.
No shit.
Yeah, no kidding. Anyways, we need to know what's going on inside. Yeah. Too bad there's so many customers around. I forgot there's a sale in the electronics department today.
How? By talking to that Teddy guy?
I got it. Come here a sec. Try sticking your hand in and calling him over. I bet that bear's wandering around the entrance anyway. Hey, Chia, stand over here. Make a wall with me.
A wall?
You tried beckoning Teddy over.
What's wrong?
Shh! Not so loud, you idiot! Dude! Is that a bite mark? Are you okay?
I doubt it doesn't look bad enough to get an infection. I'll live.
Wow, that looks like it hurts. Sheesh, that stupid bear must have done it. Hey, you! We know you're in there.
No, it's not a game. Can you sense anyone inside there right now?
Who's anyone?
Ow!
I'm a lonely little bear like always.
No, cat, don't tug that.
This land feels so barren.
Ha! Puns.
Shut it! So there's no one inside? You're sure?
I'm not lying. My nose is running as good as ever.
I'm gonna go warn Yukiko anyway.
Just in case.
Since she'll be busy this weekend helping out at the inn, I doubt she'd go anywhere alone. But still.
Yeah. You'll walk with her to school on Monday, right?
Sure, I'll go pick her up at her house.
Maybe we'll find out more on tonight's Midnight Channel.
I think after this session, I'll mod my money. If you're living, that said, if you live in a country where save editing is illegal, like say Japan, don't. Just don't.
Cross your fingers that this is all just a misunderstanding. What's your cell number? I'll call you when I watch it tonight.
Jeez. Talk about dated. The story still holds up, but wow. It's just it is so trippy, the flip phones.
Alright, don't forget to watch tonight.
Also, apparently there's been confirmation that that Atlus is indeed working on a Persona 3 remake.
Looks like we found all we're gonna find here. And we've still got nothing that points directly to a suspect.
We don't even know if this is a homicide.
Well, what else could it be? There's no way a body could end up like that by accident.
I know. We haven't found the cause of death for the first Vic. Now we got a second one just like it.
Welcome back.
If this is a murder case, there's no doubt we're dealing with a single perp. But if that's true, what the hell's going on?
You know, I thought at first this all spun out of that love triangle.
No, that singer, Misuzu Hiragi, has a solid alibi. She was performing overseas, and her phone records prove it.
Can you detail over Arthur Morgan? Go for it.
And remember, the only reason the scandal went public was because Hiragi herself broke it to the media. No one will put themselves under suspicion that way if they had murder on their mind.
Got a point there.
Same with Taro Namatame, her husband. No matter how much we shake him down, nothing links him to the murders. He's been working in the city for the past 6 months. Seems he was here recently because of the scandal, but he was swamped with work back home at the time of the incident. There are eyewitnesses and other evidence placing him at his office the night that Mayumi Yamano died. And we can't find anything that shows Yamano making contact with Namatame before or after her disappearance.
You hear Namatame's career has also been killed stone dead? He's been fired from his position as secretary.
Oof.
He's practically as much of a victim as the Yamano girl.
Jeez.
Yeah, I agree. Then we have the second case, regarding Saki Konishi. She's the one who discovered Yamano's corpse. I don't buy the killer shutting her up as a possible motive. She was killed well after she reported the body, and the culprit didn't hide her. It's like they were meant to be found.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Already Morgan's starting to sound compelling.
The only other connection is that she attended the same school as the daughter of the inn where Yamano was holed up. But that hardly points to a motive. Coincidences like that are common in a town as small as ours.
Yeah, I heard about that angle on the news, too.
What? Was the story about the inn out already?
Okay, I got it. How's this? Maybe there was something about the corpse that only Saki Konishi knew. And our perp killed her to keep whatever it was from leaking out.
Either way, all we can do now is keep investigating anyone involved with the victims. Our perp. It has to be someone in Inaba.
Oh, is your detective's intuition at work?
So, the gang basically becoming a family, and despite how the Wild West was, Dutch didn't discriminate. Okay, yeah. Also, Builder, don't forget to split your comments up so they render properly on screen, okay? It happens. It's just a reminder is all. Because the actual comments won't appear in full on the VOD. Like once I export, like once the 24-hour limit is up and I'm able to upload it to YouTube, yeah, those won't show. Arthur's loyalty to Dutch. Yeah, I mean the fact that Dutch raised Arthur, it makes sense that he'd be completely loyal. Okay, let's see here. It's the 16th, and it looks like there's nothing I can really do right now. Let's see here. It's raining, and I can't do anything else. Yeah. I don't know if I asked Builder, but what's your opinion on save editing and other forms of cheating in single-player games? Specifically single-player games. Like if you're cheating actively in online multiplayer, you can fuck right off. But if you're using a save editor, well, that kind of muddies the water a bit. That ain't so clear-cut to me. Especially in an RPG, you're going to want to cut through the grind. Exactly. Online multiplayer cheating? No. Fuck no. Now, if there's an aspect of single player, that carries over, it depends on what it is. If it's something that's going to give you an unfair advantage in competitive multiplayer, don't do it. But if it's a purely cooperative multiplayer game, like say Monster Hunter, well, if anything, that'll help you to carry people. But just make sure that you don't do it in random matchmaking. At least not too blatantly. Like if you've got something so for example, if you've already unlocked a weapon in Monster Hunter for crafting and you're just short on the actual materials, that's fine. But if you just started off and it's end game gear, don't use that in a matchmaking hunt. Just don't. That's just fucking rude. But I do have to emphasize that if you live in a country where save editing is illegal, like Japan, don't do it. Just don't. Like over there, it's partly because of copyright. Yep, back to it. Will something appear on TV tonight? Oh boy, here we go. Oh, oh, oh.
Good evening. Tonight, Princess Yukiko has a big surprise. I'm gonna go score myself a hot stud. Welcome to Not a Dream, Not a Hoax. Princess Yukiko's hunt for her Prince Charming. And I came prepared. I've got my lacy unmentionables on, stacked from top to bottom. I'm out to catch a whole harem, and the best of the lot is gonna be all mine. Well, here I go.
Well, that's a bad look. Kitty, 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 kitty. That was definitely Yukiko on the Midnight Channel just now. Oh boy, here we go.
Hey, did you see that?
Yup.
That was Yukiko-san for sure. It looked like her, and I mean, she even said her name. But didn't the stuff she was saying sound weird? And she looked like she was on some low-budget TV show. Was it like this before, too? What's going on? Yeah, I know. Crap, I don't know her number. Oh yeah, I can just call Chie. Tomorrow's Sunday, so let's meet up at Juness first thing in the morning.
Oh boy. Oh boy. And here we go.
Oh, good morning.
I need to at least get Pixie and Sandman today.
He woke up early, so I woke up with him. He said he's gonna be late.
If you leave, Nanako will be left all alone to look after the house. Well, we can't exactly take her along with us, so... You have important business with Yosuke today.
Are you going somewhere? I'll be fine by myself.
Perceptive.
So the weather this weekend will be perfect for going out. As for next week's forecast...
Oh, the sun's gonna come out. I should do some laundry. Weren't you going somewhere?
The most important and pivotal being this. You decide to go out.
Sorry for the holdup. I found some stuff we can use in the closet at home. Take a look at these.
Oh, you idiot! Oh my god, you idiot!
We've got our personas, but a golf club's not that reliable of a weapon. So, which one strikes your fancy? Ah, you've got discerning taste. This is a Juness exclusive. The blade's fake, though. As for me... Wait, maybe both would be good, too. Kinda like this?
Oh, you're... Damn it, Yosuke, you idiot.
Or like this?
Oh, no.
What about this?
Oh, shit. Yep. Loan sharking. Oh, that sucks.
Two suspicious young males found, one armed with multiple weapons, requesting immediate backup.
Well, that escalated quickly. Whoa.
Huh? Oh, crap. I mean, no. This isn't what it looks like. We didn't steal it. I guess that's not what matters. Anyways, we're not doing anything bad. We're just two ordinary kids who like weapons. Oh, that doesn't sound right either.
Just... I'm sorry, my friend here's a massive dork. Dude, just set them on the table. Just set them on the table.
Put the weapons down now. We'll listen to your story at the station. Hands where I can see them, too. I said now!
But,
whoa. Oh.
This isn't...
Oh, dude.
Are you resisting an officer of the law? You're under arrest!
Wow. Just... Oh my god. Damn it, Yosuke. You fucking idiot. Fuck.
You didn't seem the type to pull a stupid stunt like this.
I mean, I didn't, but... No, this guy over here.
You know what's been going on around town. We got men stationed everywhere.
Oh, boy.
For God's sake.
Oh, that sucks.
Lucky I was around. This would have ended up on your permanent record.
We're sorry.
Sorry doesn't cut it, idiot. That was a very dumb thing to do. And yeah, they got confiscated. Congratulations.
Wait, so the one that disappeared is the Amagi girl?
Oh, no.
Seems like it. That she's just a high schooler, you know? Could be that she decided to run away from home.
Oh, boy.
Hey!
There it is.
Did he say Amagi? Then she really is.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hmm? Who's what now?
Oh, nothing.
I'm sure you've seen on the news that there's an investigation in progress. We're sensitive about certain things. You're free to go. But this better not happen again.
Oof. Oh, boy. Which, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but back in those days, they also called it consumption, did they not? Also, fun fact, back in those days, they would sometimes disinter corpses specifically to check to see if they were vampires, if they died from tuberculosis, because they thought that it was just basically just a fucking vampire disease. And I'm, finding this out, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Jeez! The crazy things people will do for superstition, am I right? Ugh. Also, I need to adjust my headset.
The kid staying at Dojima-san's place?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can we ask you something? It's about Yukiko-san. I mean, Yukiko Amagi of the Amagi Inn. Did something happen to her?
Huh? Oh, am I allowed to say? Well, if you're friends with Miss Amagi, keep this between us, okay? We got a call from Miss Amagi's parents yesterday evening saying they couldn't find her anywhere.
Oh, no.
Since it was the weekend, the workers at the inn were extremely busy and no one saw Miss Amagi around that time.
Oof. Oh, that sucks. So, some would argue then that him coming down with the same disease, some would argue that it might have been karma. Oof. Ah, that's it. Yep, that'll do it.
That doesn't necessarily mean this is a case just yet. But people have been turning up dead on foggy days, so we're really sensitive to stuff like this.
Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it.
By the way, did she say anything to you guys about maybe going through some hard times?
Hard times?
Well, that announcer, Miss Yamano, was staying at the Amagi Inn before the first murder. Seems Miss Yamano had some harsh words for the manager about the staff's attitude towards guests. The stress of it caused the manager to collapse. And, with Miss Amagi being the manager's daughter, she must have felt pretty strongly about the incident, you know?
Oh boy, yeah. Also, it's starting to sound like Mayumi Yamano was an asshole victim. But then again, attacked by animals, chased by lawmen. Yeah.
By the way, did Miss Amagi ever hint that she might be leaving the house?
Yeah, exactly. Afraid of dying. It's not the dying part. It's the slow pace of it, the long drawn out pain. There's a reason why terminal cases often take a dark turn. Because I mean, to die slowly and painfully, I can understand why a person would just want it to be, Again, that got really dark. Doing that a lot this stream.
Because if not, there's been some theories floating around that she's laying low for some reason or another. Crap. I think I've gone too far. You didn't hear that, okay?
Adachi, what the hell are you chatting with civvies for? And where's my coffee?
Sorry, I got it right here.
Yeah, exactly. It forced him to reflect, and that's when the remorse finally hits.
Forget I said anything, please.
He knows that he's dying, and so he wants to basically go out having left something behind that is worthwhile. Like, I always say that when we die, we all leave behind two things: memories and a pile of worm food. And it's up to you to decide which of the two is going to be worth more. Exactly. What matters is the person you want to be with the time you have left. Exactly. The fact is that we only have so much time in this world. And we're going to be remembered for our... if we're going to be remembered for our deeds, it's better that we be remembered fondly.
Think that Yukiko-san?
It's better to be remembered fondly than to be remembered with contempt and hatred.
There you are! Jeez, what are you guys doing?
It was his fault. It was all his fault.
I've been looking everywhere!
Well, there was a slight misunderstanding. We'll tell you about it later.
Misunderstanding, huh? Sure, we'll go with that. For now.
Anyway, something's up with Yukiko-san.
Huh? You know already?
Yep, overheard a couple of cops talking about it.
I kept calling her cell, but she didn't pick up.
All the while the gang has been falling apart. Yup. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, desperation will do that. His entire criminal enterprise is falling apart. It's no surprise that he's going to resort to drastic methods just to keep from going under. Yeesh.
So I went to her house, and it turns out Yukiko really did disappear.
I guess we've got no choice but to go now. But that aside, the cops are saying some weird stuff. They think Yukiko-san's hiding to lay low. Apparently, Yukiko-san's mom collapsed because that announcer lady bitched her out. They think that gives her a motive. And the fact that the announcer died right after makes her even more suspicious.
Oof.
What? They think Yukiko did it? What the hell is wrong with them?
Dude, don't snap at me. Yukiko's the victim here, damn it, not the suspect.
You're right. So, what are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? We're gonna come up with a plan, and then we're going in there. But we're not diving in head first without a plan.
With the police totally on the wrong track, we've got to handle it ourselves.
Oh fuck! So basically this Bell guy is clearly trying to drive the gang into the ground. Yeesh.
I'm going to. And that's final. I'm going to save Yukiko no matter what.
Oh, fuck. That's horrible.
Are you gonna be alright? Man, they just confiscated our weapons. We can't go in empty-handed.
Weapons? Oh, I know just the place.
Way to come in clutch, Chie.
Come on, follow me.
Yet another reason you're best, girl. Yeah, that's pretty fucked. That goes to show just how fucking desperate he really was. Ass.
Here we are.
Oh. That axe on the top rack is certainly in interesting shape, to say the very least.
What kind of shop is this?
Metalworks, I guess? They sell all sorts of metal crap, like katanas and stuff.
Nice. Are those guns in the back? I mean, they look like, you know, flintlocks and other antique types, but still, jeez. I'm surprised that this guy isn't getting in some trouble for that shit. Damn.
Doesn't that seem weird to you? Why would you know about a place like this anyway? Oh, I get it. You watch one too many kung fu movies and...
Hey.
It's not that at all. I overheard some guys in our class talk about it. They said this place sells weapons and armor.
Also, don't go there, Yosuke. Don't you fucking go there. Yep, eventually dies of TB and the group falls apart.
Here, this one looks good. But it might be too heavy.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that sucks. I will say this much, though. I was going to ask, about how much cooperation would there be between the teams in your fic? Like, are we talking, like, the kind of level of cooperation we see between teams Ruby and Juniper? Like, I would imagine. But you'd also want to have them together with a similar skill set. Not so much a similar mindset. I mean, seriously, you get too many characters with a big ego together, and the whole team's just going to drag itself down.
I don't know, Chie.
So.
I still think it's too dangerous. I know how you feel, but...
But Arthur certainly sounds like he'd be a good teammate. He definitely sounds like a team player. He basically sounds like essentially a well-raised pit bull, to be honest. You know, you raise a pit bull right, it is going to be loyal to a fault, and it is going to be unfailingly kind and sweet to those it considers family, and an absolute nightmare to anyone that tries to harm their family.
You don't!
Also, to any Pixar fans watching this, either on YouTube or Disney Plus, they have it on both. Check out the Pixar Spark short, Kit Bull. I'll even type it in here. There we go. That short will break your heart and then melt it back into one piece, all over the course of 8 minutes. It's beautiful and sweet, and I absolutely love it to bits.
You don't know shit about how I feel. Yukiko might die from this, for crying out loud. I'm going, and that's that! Psst, I'll be fine. My reflexes are second to none.
Listen, I'm not kidding around. You don't know what it's like in there. If you're not gonna listen to our warnings, we're leaving you here. If you insist on coming, just make sure you have something to protect yourself.
And don't run ahead like an idiot.
All right.
Man, what should we get? Hey, mind picking out something for me too? You're our main asset in battle right now. So I think you should choose whatever makes it easiest for you.
5,000 yen.
I got my stuff all picked out. How about you guys?
You know, if we wear this stuff around town, we'll just get picked up again. But it's not like we can waltz into Juness with a sack full of gear and expect no one to notice either.
Why not conceal them under our uniforms? I don't think people would notice.
A katana? I don't know. If I'm putting the sheath all the way in my pant leg, I think it's gonna stick out.
Okay, let's try that. Alright, let's split up and get ready. The store will be crowded until the afternoon sale ends, and if we walk around together, the cops might get suspicious.
Then I'll see you guys at the Juness food court.
Have you come to see my art? Please, look around. Take your time. Alright. Imitation katana. Yes, equip. No. We'll hold on to that for now. Hunting nada. Armor. Chainmail. Alright, let's see. A headband, amulet, strength or endurance. Okay, we'll get a headband for me. And an amulet for Yosuke. And that should do it. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, what do you think are some matchups that you think would have, you know, good chemistry and a matching skill set? So, I mean, let's be honest. So we had mentioned the combination of Aloy, Master Chief, Twilight Princess Link, and Joker. And we've established that it's a version of Joker that has access to each of his party members' respective personas. Okay, question. Is that including Akechi? And is this Persona 5 Vanilla or Persona 5 Royal? So are we including Yoshizawa in that? Would he have access to Sandrian? Vanilla. Okay. So okay. There's a bizarre door before you. Seems the others can't see the door. At least that also means
it finally begins.
That also means that he'd be able to easily exploit any elemental weaknesses on the fly. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, only Robin Hood, not Loki. Yeah, I was going to assume initial personas only.
Now, if you'll give me a moment of your time.
But like I was saying, yeah, like basically you've got at least three you have at least 3 characters on that team that are able to exploit certain enemy weaknesses. Wait a second. Wait. I forget. Were there elemental arrows in Twilight Princess? Like, you know, fire and ice arrows? Velvet key in your pocket is shining. There we go.
We have been expecting you. The catastrophe that is headed your way. It has already taken human lives in its approach towards you.
Well, I'm going to check that out real quick. Let's see here.
But you have nothing to fear. You already have the power to fight against it.
Yeah, jeez, a freaking neck crack. Like, of all the things, of all the ways he could go out, jeez.
It seems that the time for you to use your persona has come.
And by his own lackey, no less. Like, jeez.
Your persona ability is that of the wild card.
Of course, considering all the manipulative bullshit that he pulled, yeah, you know what? Poetic justice, I would say. Let's see here. Okay, it says, so it says fire arrows do not appear as items in Twilight Princess, which means that Link would be less able to exploit elemental weaknesses. That said, he could absolutely, flip some opponents with Gale Boomerang for sure. Not to mention the ball and chain, just boom.
If you strengthen your bonds properly, their power will help you overcome any ordeal.
So, if I were you, some of the research that I would do for that fic is looking into their respective arsenals. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The Elementalist, Arthur would be the muscle or dirty worker. Yeah.
Our role is to facilitate that.
My contribution is to give birth to new personas. By mixing together multiple persona cards, I can transmute them into a new form. This, in other words, is the fusion of personas. You have the power to hold multiple personas and to use them accordingly. When you defeat an enemy, the seeds of possibility you attain will appear before you as cards. At times, they may be hard to grasp, but you must master your fear and reach out to them.
Okay, I need to get at least Pixie and Sandman.
When you obtain new cards,
because of their respective,
please do not hesitate to bring them here.
Because of their respective arcanas corresponding to social links.
If you have been developing your social links, then your persona will gain even more power. They will be one of your chief sources of strength. You would do well to take this to heart.
Also, considering that you can max out each social link in a single playthrough on in Persona 4, but not Persona 3, I played a little bit of The Witcher 3. I have not played either of the previous two. I am, however, aware that they are based off of a series of novels, which is pretty fucking interesting, to say the very least. You recall that you have the Magician social link with Yosuke. It seems that when a persona of the Magician Arcana is fused, that persona will gain even more power.
The tome you see in my hand is the Persona Compendium.
Yeah, absolutely, they're monster expert. Basically, because again, that requires a degree of observational skill, which we have absolutely seen Geralt use. Again, I'm just going off of Yeah, I got that. But basically, again, what little I've played of The Witcher 3, basically a monster hunting detective. Which is a pretty fucking cool combination, in all honesty. That's pretty fucking sweet. Plus, the fact that he has enhanced senses, I absolutely see him and Link working quite well. If we're using the Twilight Princess version and you've got Wolf Link, oh yeah, I can absolutely see them doing that together. And come up with their team name. As long as it's something that that flows well, you should be good to go. Also, in Ren's case, are we going with Ren, Amamiya, or Joker? Because that's 3 different letters you can play with where he's concerned. Granite, huh? Nice. Okay. So, okay, so the G is obviously Geralt. Is the R for Ren? So, let's see here. The times.
Registering the personas you hold will allow you to recall
Someone
them
with a
at
T.
any time.
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, I have to ask, are there any Xenoblade characters in there? There's the big question for me. And I would imagine there won't be any Little Tail Bronx characters, which is a crying shame, because I think that Red needs a bit more love.
Please see me when you wish to use it.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing. I would like to introduce a new resident of the Velvet Room, who will be helping you on your journey.
Oh. Hi, Marie.
Marie?
Yeah, I can hear. Nice to meet you.
Hey. The girl's unfriendly. You feel that you've met her somewhere before.
Dunno. It doesn't matter.
Seriously though, why are you here? Why would they make you mandatory? I don't. Ugh.
Excuse her. This is Marie. Her soul is still very young and...
Shut up. Don't tell him any more about me than you need to.
So rude.
As you can see, she may be brusque at times, but please understand that she is only an apprentice, and forgive her for her impoliteness. Marie will be dealing with skill cards.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that believes that if someone gives you a snippy attitude, they should expect no better than snippy.
Using these cards will allow you to provide your personas with new powers. Also, I am sure she will help you form a bond between yourself and the outside world. Marie will contact you at a later date. Please feel free to speak with her here when you wish to use her services.
Okay, so a few. So here's the thing. I haven't played Xenosaga, and I am dragging my feet playing Xenogears. But as far as Xenoblade is concerned, I can tell you about a few of the protags. So let's start with Xenoblade 1's main protagonist, Shulk. The definition of a badass bookworm. This is a character that, like, even discounting the Monado's ability to show him glimpses of the future, usually the immediate future, which is very handy in combat. Besides that, Shulk is also an engineering genius. So much so that eventually, after losing the Monado, he built a replica of it. And this is a weapon that is basically a piece of a god. And he managed to build a machine that can substitute most of its functions. That's pretty fucking wild when you actually stop to think about it. I mean, sure, the Monado Replica EX Plus can't show him the future, but the various other effects it's capable of, you know, speeding up his allies, forming a protective barrier, and as well as an extremely potent light blade that can cleave through most materials. Oh yeah, he's got a pretty good kit. Plus, he's got some light healing abilities. So.
Do you recall my words to you before?
Definitely someone that would be an asset to any team, especially with his analytical abilities. I can absolutely see him working well with the likes of Aloy.
The coming year is a turning point in your destiny. If the mystery goes unsolved, your future may be forever lost.
And then you have Xenoblade 2. Well, here's the thing: Xenoblade 2's Rex. He's gonna need a partner, because basically the way that combat in Xenoblade 2 works is that you're actually using two characters at the same time. You have the driver and the blade. The driver is basically the wielder of the weapon that is an extension of the blade, hence the term blade. And the blade basically channels energy into the weapon to give it its elemental properties. And about 500 years prior to Xenoblade 2's present-day story, a new fighting style was invented. Whoa! Nia! Knock it off. Did she just knock my Bluetooth down? She did. Oh, come on, cat. Hold on, I gotta fix that. Leave it. Leave it, cat. Leave it. Leave it. There. Okay, as I was saying, but there are a number of options. So, but still, he's going to have to pair with someone. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's we do get to see him fight without a blade, but it's still not much. Personally, I would pair him with a character called Rock, basically a tall bird dude with a pair of short scythes. Wind elemental, by the way, and Rock does not get enough love in Xenoblade 2. So, plus it would be great for his character, separating him from Pyra and Mithra. Just have that be his main motivation.
I meant precisely what I said. Defeat in battle is not the only way your journey may come to an end. Please do not forget this. When next we meet, you will come here of your own will. I look forward to it. Until then, farewell.
That said, I would, personally, somewhere like midway through the fic, reunite Rex with Pyra and Mithra, which then gives him about 3 options to pick from, just like that. Let's see here. I think I gotta meet them at the Junes food court. Let's see here. Yep, gotta head straight to the dungeon. shopping district. Hedge your nest, yes. Okay, so... Okay,
really
so...
stick out. Guess it doesn't help that we're in our school uniforms on a Sunday.
That said, that last letter, N. Let's see. Oh, now here's an idea. How about Neku Sakuraba from The World Ends With You? That'd be interesting. Although, he's not exactly a fucking people person at the start, so it would definitely have to be towards the end of the game. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I guess that's one more thing you can do once you've got that Crunchyroll trial, is watch The World Ends With You, the animation. The animation. Basically, it took them years, but they ended up making an anime adaptation of it, and there is a dub on Crunchyroll. But yeah, at the start, Neku is absolutely the definition of snippy. Like, oh boy, he does not get along with anyone. But, you know, part of the whole, like, he goes through a whole shonen arc of, you know, learning the power of friendship and da-da-da-da-da. But
the sale should end soon, so that'll get rid of some of the people wandering around here.
It literally takes him less than a week to learn to start opening up to people, which is surprising considering the entire reason why he's not a people person. Like, wow. Ah. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
All right, let's get going.
Which is exactly why,
It's not too late to...
I'm going!
Yeah, we're not talking her out of this one.
Fine, but don't push yourself, got it?
And don't run ahead like an idiot.
Whoa! It really is that bear from last time.
What are you doing?
Can't you tell? I'm thinking about stuff.
It seems like he's been thinking about himself all this time.
I've been deliberating over it for a long time now.
Right. I'm aware. Oh, and I believe that specifically that's the version from the Daybreakers. And possibly also the manga, I'm not sure.
Hey, that wasn't a bad joke.
That was a B-tier pun at best.
So, did you figure anything out? It's probably useless to think about it too much. I've seen the inside of your skull, and it was empty.
Okay, you're not wrong, but harsh.
How rude. You're right, though. I try and try, but nothing comes out of my head.
Will you guys shut up? Now's not the time for stupid jokes.
Listen, someone came here yesterday, right?
Wow, there's a girl with a better nose than me? What's your name, miss?
Miss? I'm Chie, but never mind that. Tell me more about that someone.
I think it happened a little after I talked with you guys. After that, it felt like someone was here.
Is it Yukiko-san?
I don't know. I haven't looked. The presence is over that way. That's probably where they are.
Over there, huh? Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh boy.
What the? A castle? You think this is the place they showed on TV last time?
You're positive that no one's behind a camera for that bizarre midnight program?
Program? I don't know. Maybe people on your side can see stuff in this world. It might be that. And I told you before, there's only me and Shadows here. There's no camera stuff going on. This world has been like this from the beginning.
From the beginning? That's what we don't understand.
I don't know. Can you guys explain everything about your world? I've never seen this program thingy before, so I don't know.
Well, is that really what's happening? Are we really looking into this world?
Let's see here.
Because the first time Yukiko showed up on that channel was before she disappeared. Doesn't that seem off? I mean, Yukiko saying stuff like, "Score myself a hot stud." Oh, that's not like her at all.
Score? Stud?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. Yukiko-san would never say anything like that.
Yep, there you go. Now you just gotta figure out a character with an M name that would fit well with that combination. Right. Okay, yeah, there you go. So, a character with an R name. I would suggest watching through the cutscenes for Xenoblade 2 and tell me if you think Rex would be a good fit for that team. Because you'd actually have two R's, Rex, and if he's partnered with Rock, well, there you go.
Huh. I wonder, is this kind of like what happened to me last time?
Just bear in mind...
There's a lot of stuff I still don't get. But after hearing your story...
Just bear in mind that would make him the youngest member of the team, being about 15, just a little bit younger than Akira is.
I think that program happened.
So, Yukiko is producing that show herself?
That said, so I got a question. How... okay, so if a character that young still proves himself to be a capable fighter, even if they're overly idealistic, how do you think they would... how do you think that... what kind of chemistry do you think they'd have with Geralt and Arthur? That's the real question. Because, here's the thing. Akira can bounce off of anyone. He's a wild card. He's going to be able to adjust his overall demeanor toward a person just to be more amicable anyway. I think that he and Rex would get along pretty well. The real question, again, is whether or not Rex would get along with Geralt and Arthur. I'm thinking that at first they wouldn't take him seriously. So you're going to have to write a scenario where they actually realize, okay, not only is this kid good as a fighter, he's got a good heart. Arthur. Then you're going to need either an... Okay, then you're going to need either an M or an N.
Oh, I don't get this at all.
Also, fun fact, the graham cracker got its name from the pastor that created it. And the hilarious irony, considering how, graham crackers are actually a little tasty. The fucking irony of it is that he intentionally created them to be as bland and tasteless as possible because he believed that a life without luxury would get you into heaven. When graham crackers are a critical component in making s'mores, which anyone that has ever had one will tell you are absolutely delicious. That is hilarious. I'm sure he's spinning in his grave because of that.
Hey, do you feel Yukiko's presence from inside?
I'm pretty sure. So, what's this scoring with a hot stud thing?
Yukiko's here. I'm going on ahead.
Okay, so I just thought of a potential pick for the fourth member. So if you're going with Geralt, Ren, Arthur, then that means you're going to be then you could go with either of two shit. Which one was that again? Okay, Desmond Miles. Which one was that again? Oh shit, right, from Assassin's Creed. Now there's an interesting one. Ooh, yes, especially considering his overall demeanor. Ooh, yes.
Hey, wait, don't go alone!
His characterization and his arc, that is perfect.
Jeez, we better follow her.
That said, yeah, like in the immediate aftermath, like, again, we're plucking them essentially from a specific point in their respective stories. So in his case, it would be literally the instant of his sacrifice. Spoilers for Assassin's Creed 3, by the way. But at this point, this stream is full of spoilers for anything but Persona 4 Golden. Also, sorry if I'm being a little too loud in the mic. I think by now my regulars will realize that volume control is a you problem. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, fuck, she ran ahead. What did I say about running ahead? Dang it. Oh, good, revival beads. Peach seeds, soul drops, good. Alright, let's go in. She hasn't gone that far yet. Good. Got activated ever since you got here. Back as soon as they find us. One revival bead. Gotcha.
I smell three.
Let's see
you
here.
You can win this. Do your.
All right. What? It's. Oh, right. Skill. That's what I do. No. Boom!
Great, Sensei! Go for broke! Good work, Sensei! That's one so far!
Boom. Shuffle time. You seem serious. You recall what Igor told you.
When you defeat an enemy, the seeds of possibility you attain will appear before you as cards.
Also, you say that Desmond would be their stealth guy. I really think that he and Ren would be a great pair, too.
At times, they may be hard to grasp, but you must master your fear and reach out to them.
When enemies are defeated, a shuffle time may occur and a number of cards will appear in your mind. These cards have various effects, but drawing a persona card will allow you to obtain a persona. The obtained personas can be used in battle, or they can be fused in the Velvet Room to give birth to new personas. In most cases, you will only be able to draw one card. Select the card that you need depending on your situation. Angel. Ooh, triggering one more during battles and defeating all enemies with an all-out attack makes shuffle time occur more. Use this knowledge to defeat enemies in a way that gains the maximum amount of rewards.
Hey, congrats!
Booyah! Level up!
Another level for me!
At level 6, Jiraiya will gain a new skill. Alright. Might as well. Oh. Snuff soul. Got it.
There are 3 enemies! Careful!
Soda!
Great, Sensei! Go for broke! No one stands in Sensei's way! Victory!
Oop. Level up. Oh, look. Tarakaja. Nice. New skill. Oh, wow. That was fast. Huh. Peach seed. You. Boom.
I smell 2 enemies! Beat them up!
Vocabulary. Zero. Boom.
Good work, Sensei! That's one so far! Victory!
Really hoping that P4 Arena Ultimax is going to be part of the Golden Week sale this month. We'll find out.
Hey, congrats!
Booyah! New skill. Tsukakaja. Oof. Just.
I smell 2 enemies! Beat them up! Soda!
I'm at half SP, so
No one stands in
I need
Sensei's
to-
way!
I need to refill shortly.
Victory!
And oh, hi kitty kitty. Aww, Mia. Hi kitty 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 kitty. Easy. All right, let's see here. Yep. Hey. There we go. On that note, here, system. Yeah, that is less likely. I will say this much. Personally, depending on whether you go for Graham or Granite, you could use a Xenoblade character there. If you go for Graham, you could use Xenoblade 1's Melia, preferably shortly after the events of Future Connected, or Xenoblade 2's Nia, shortly after the game's finale. Just letting you know what your options for that letter are that come to mind. Because Melia is a very talented sorceress.
Chie, are you alright?
And Nia has incredibly potent healing abilities. So like we're talking given that she acts quickly enough, she can literally resurrect someone from, like, well, I mean, I say resurrect, like, literally someone that just fucking died. As long as their wounds aren't too grievous, she can actually rescue a person from death's door when they are clinically dead. That's a powerful healing mojo, for sure. So, yeah, she'd obviously be the team's medic. That said, you'd likely have to pair her with Dromark, which, I mean, given his overall butler demeanor, oh, that'd definitely be interesting.
She said that red looks good on me.
Yukiko-san?
I hated my name. Yukiko.
Like, I know you haven't played any Xeno. It's just a suggestion, is all.
Snow is cold and it melts quickly. It's transient. Worthless.
That said, you do need a designated healer, which, I mean, using Necronomicon, Joker could absolutely serve that role. Or, heck, for that matter, he could do that with Carmen or Johanna, or even to a lesser extent with Milady. But it's good to have a designated healer on hand. So.
But it's perfect for me. Apart from inheriting the inn, I'm worthless.
I got you. Okay.
Still, Chie told me that red looks good on me.
Are these Yukiko-san's inner thoughts? I remember hearing Saki-senpai's too.
Right, so essentially you're picking up what someone left basically lying on the... Someone basically just left lying there, so...
Yeah, this castle
means
is
there's...
probably here because of this Yukiko person.
Which of course means there's only so much you can do.
Yukiko!
Ah, got you.
Chie was the only one who gave my life meaning. She's bright and strong, and she can do anything. She has everything that I don't. Compared to Chie,
I think you mentioned that.
Chie protects me. She looks after my worthless life.
Ooh.
And I don't deserve any of it. Chie is so kind.
Yukiko, Chie is so kind, huh? What a joke.
Uh-oh. And this is why you shouldn't have rushed ahead, Chie. Ah. Oh,
Is that-
okay. I got you. Okay, so there are a number of ways you could play that then.
It's just like Yosuke. She lost control over her suppressed self. Now it's a shadow.
Are we talking
Oh
about
Jesus, that
Yukiko?
face. Oh.
She's not protecting her.
There's a nightmare face for you.
She says she's worthless. That's how it should be, right? What are you saying? Yukiko's so good looking, so fair skinned, so feminine. She's
Right.
what all the guys drool over.
Right. So again, Geralt's various magics and enhanced senses, Ren's personas, Eagle Vision, of course, for Desmond. I'm aware of Deadeye. It's basically a time crawl that Morgan can pretty much use on command. I would imagine that there's somewhat of a cooldown, but yeah, basically it's an old gunslinger time crawl, and it's fucking beautiful. So I can just see him and the I think the term was Lone Wanderer for the Fallout 3 protag, whatever. Like him using VATS and Morgan using Deadeye. That'd be a sight to behold. Not to mention Joker's good with a pistol too, so.
When Yukiko looked at me with such jealousy, man, did I get a charge out of that. Yukiko knows the score. She can't do anything if I'm not around. I'm better than her. Much, much better. No! I've never thought that!
So VATS won't be a thing here. Okay.
What are we gonna do?
I mean, if anything, you could probably portray it as a sort of Sherlock scan more than anything. That they've used it enough times that they're able to do it pretty much on their own. At least that's one idea.
We need to protect Chie-chan right now.
No! Don't come near me! Don't look at me!
Because it's just that OP, huh?
Chie, calm down.
Let me guess, the mysterious stranger?
No! No!
because that is pretty Oh no! She said it. Oh.
Wait, stupid!
No.
Don't say anything else like that.
That's right. I'm the one who can't do anything alone. I can't win as a girl, let alone as a person. I'm pathetic. But Yukiko, she depends on me. That's why she's my friend. I'll never loosen my grip on her. She's too important to me. No! That's not how I think of her! So you're just going to turn your back and deny me again?
Oh no.
But things are different now. When the time comes, I'll be the one left standing. You won't lie, right? I'm still you. Shut up! You're...
Chie, no!
You're not me!
Oh no. Oh boy. Nuclear anomaly. Oh. Oh yeah, that is pretty OP.
GA! It's coming! You have to use your powers to save Chie-chan!
I can absolutely see, yeah, once a day, and I can absolutely see that working well alongside Joker. For example, if they have to use it in close quarters, Joker could use Johanna to contain the burst.
I am a shadow, the true self. What do you guys think you're doing?
Or,
Trying to defend the real me?
or furthermore, redirecting it, essentially targeting it. That'd be interesting.
Then you're gonna pay the price.
Shut up! Quit being such a pain! Chie, just hang in there a little longer.
Huh. Think you can stop me that easy?
All right. Skill. Should have used an item before this. Yeah, that don't do shit. Oh shit. Well, at least he used what I wanted him to. Yes, good.
Should we show him? All right. Ready or not, here we come!
Boom. Booyah.
Looks like you won't understand.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Uh-oh. Good, it only did scratch damage to Yosuke.
You're also deadly serious and we've only gotten started.
Oh crap. Shit.
That was intense!
Tactics.
You okay?
Direct commands. Yep. There we go. Let's see. Persona. Status. Yep. Wait. Booyah.
Soda!
Okay, there's a small safe zone in the center. But again, like I said, Joker can... Like I said though, if they need something that's more precise, Joker could use Johanna to essentially redirect it to a specific point, could he not? Uh-oh. No, I think I'm going to stick to Angel. Nope, that won't work. Yep, let's switch back to Izanagi for now. It was way too OP for your liking. Yeah. No, I got you.
Soda! You're gonna pay, damn it! Counting on you!
Boom. Oh, right. I forgot that. Ow. Wait for that to wear off. Oh boy. Ice. Ow. Boom. She done. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get...
Hey, congrats!
I wasn't able to get Pixie or Sandman. Right, now I got you. But again, like as you were saying, in the original it was way too OP. So limiting it to one a day.
Chie, are you okay?
Ah, I got you.
What happened? What's the matter? Got nothing to say anymore?
Stop it, Chie. It's all right.
But... Everyone?
He's right. I went through the same thing.
Yeah, no, I got
So
you.
I can understand.
Yeesh.
I mean, everyone has a side like this.
That would be problematic. Like, narratively problematic.
I get it now.
You basically got yourself a story breaker protagonist. Not exactly the most compelling read. So, yeah, I can understand why you'd have to dial him back.
A side of me I couldn't forgive, that I tried to ignore. But you still exist. You're a part of me.
Tomoe. Nice.
It's true that part of me feels that way. But I wasn't lying about being friends with Yukiko.
Like we didn't know that already. Hey, Chie!
I'm okay. Just a little tired.
Yeah.
You don't look okay at all. And I bet you can use the same power we have now.
Let's see here. Okay, so before the 20th, I have to get... Oh boy. Before the 20th, I have to get Pixie. Shit. That said...
Huh?
Hey, what should we do?
Let's take a break.
Alright, let's get back to the entrance, though. It's dangerous around here.
Yeah.
I never said I needed a break. I can still keep going.
Don't overdo it.
Alright. I'll see you next time, then. I'm gonna be saving shortly anyway.
It's not that we don't think you can. It's just, we have to save Yukiko-san no matter what. Now that you have the power, you can fight with us. It'd be much better for us all if you had your strength back. That's why we're saying we should go back and regroup.
But Yukiko's still in here, isn't she? If those were Yukiko's true feelings, then I have to tell her something. I'm not as strong as she thinks. It's because she was with me. Because we were always together, I was able to act that way. If we weren't, I'd...
Well, you need to get your strength back. Then you can tell her. Yuki-chan's normal. The shadows don't attack normal people. They only attack when the fog lifts here.
So Yukiko-san will be safe until then, right?
I'm positive.
Why? I don't get it.
Teddy told us that the weather here is the opposite of our own world. When it fogs over in our world, that's the day it lifts here, and that's when the shadows attack their victim. So even if we leave for a while, Yukiko-san won't be in danger until the fog starts to cover Inaba. I'm sure of it. It was the same way for that announcer and Senpai. Don't you remember how it was foggy in town on the days they died?
You mean they were killed by their other selves?
The fog usually appears after it rains. But it's been sunny lately. I don't think it's going to rain anytime soon. Don't worry so much. We'll check the weather forecast first thing when we get back.
But I can't turn back now! We've come so far! Yukiko's still here! She's all alone! She must be so scared!
Then you tell me how much further we gotta go to reach Yukiko-san.
That's...
You don't know what's up ahead. The enemies might be even stronger. If we push ourselves too hard and get wiped out, who will save Yukiko-san then? We can't fail no matter what. Am I wrong?
All right. I'm sorry about before. I shouldn't have rushed in like that by myself.
Damn right. But okay.
No worries. We're definitely gonna save Yukiko-san, right?
Right. I'm feeling even worse than the last time I came in here. My head feels like it's gonna split open. Are you guys okay?
That's right, you're not wearing the glasses.
Oh yeah. What's with those glasses? Did your eyesight go bad?
Man, you didn't notice until now? How panicked were you?
Tum-ta-dum! I got a pair ready for Chie-chan, too. Here you go!
Whoa! What the? This is awesome! It's like the fog doesn't exist!
Why didn't you whip those out earlier if you had them?
I made them right now. You didn't tell me she was coming. It was all so sudden. Sudden.
Huh. So that's the trick. I was wondering how you guys could see where you were going.
I mean, I would think it was obvious, but okay.
Hey, is it alright if I keep these?
Faux show.
We'll have to stop here today. But I'll be back with these puppies. You guys better not come here without me, got it?
Yeah, let's all promise each other. Nobody goes in alone. It's way too dangerous. If we don't work together, we won't be able to solve this case or save Yukiko-san. Right?
Yeah, I agree. I promise to.
All right. So from tomorrow on, we'll try and come here as much as we can after school. And that includes days off. Hey, would you mind being our leader? You were the first to get this power, and you're way better in a fight than either of us. I think it's best for all of us if you set the pace of the investigation and we follow your lead. I'm cool playing second banana. I had a feeling you'd say that. I mean, I'm more the advisor type, you know? An ideas man, not an executive.
I'm with Yosuke. If you're the one calling the shots, I'd feel a lot more comfortable about this.
I'm with Yosuke, too. If you're the one calling the shots, my pillow will be a lot more comfortable at night.
Teddy, would you please stop talking? I'm really on edge right now.
You've been unanimously appointed team leader. Your days of pursuing this case alongside your friends have begun. Establish the investigation team's social link of the Fool Arcana. You may earn an EXP bonus when fusing personas of the Fool Arcana.
Okay. Let's get some rest for today so we're ready for tomorrow on. And don't forget to check the weather forecast. It gets foggy after a lot of rain, so let's keep an eye out. Also, let's make sure we gear up for next time.
After a few days of rain, fog may set in. Keep an eye on the weather while continuing to explore TV World. Explore the TV World will use up your after school or afternoon time. You decide to return to GNS and go back home. On TV.
That's all for World News Tonight. Coming up next, the local news.
Tochima is quiet with a stern expression on his face.
Hey, mind if I ask something? You aren't getting involved with any strange business, are you? What happened at the station this afternoon? It's still bothering me.
Yeah, Yosuke's a bit of a dork.
Anything you're not telling me? I'll be the judge of that. Well, it's just been nagging at me, that's all.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you fighting?
No.
Not having a fight.
He was just concerned.
This isn't the police station.
Oh, crap.
I agreed to look after you. So don't get yourself involved in anything that could get you into trouble.
Sir.
Got that?
And now, our weather forecast. Due to high-pressure fronts from the west, that sunny spring-like weather will stay with us for a while longer.
Is this lady the one who decides the weather? Because when she says it'll be sunny, it always is.
Not if you're living in Sneed's Ferry. I've had a few bad experiences there. They said 0% chance of rain as it was pissing rain. So
she's not really deciding it. Never mind.
Alright, time to save. But that'll do it for tonight. I will see you guys next time here at the Wilhelm Start. Until then, good night, everybody.